Abba Namaste, everyone. Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Sunday. We're doing our Transformation Sunday with our lecture, our meditation, and our healing. So let us invoke to start off properly. Be aware of your heart. Smile. Feel the activation of the heart. So much sweetness, tenderness, and joy. And be aware of the crown. Feel the crown activated, expanded. And be aware of the heart and the crown together. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Choa Koksui, Lord Mahaguru Jamiling, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, the Buddha of compassion, mercy, wish fulfillment, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, healing ministers, to our divine selves, our higher souls, we humbly invoke for your divine light, love, and power, for your divine help, guidance, and protection in becoming better souls, better people to do greater good in the world. We ask for your help, guidance, and protection. We thank you, thank you, thank you. With gratitude, respect, and love, so be it, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Another beautiful Sunday. And, as we do these lectures on Sundays, always looking for the inspiration, right? Always looking for the inspiration. And what came to me is something that is near and dear to my heart. It's I would say it's pretty integrated into my day-to-day existence. Is today's lecture is going to be on Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And look at the beautiful pink energy on Adriana's screen. It's like a sun behind her. There's a pink ball in front of her. It's pretty cool. This particular mantra, we talked a little bit about it when we were going over the lineage of pranic healing, which is the lineage of compassion and mercy, and the energy of Lord Buddha Kuan Yin flows through the lineage. And that's the teacher of the mantra connected to Om Mani Padme Hum, which is also is the mantra of compassion, mercy, and wish fulfillment. And I remember when I took this class for the first time with Master Choa Koksui in 2007 at a beautiful church in New York City. And Master Choa was obviously going through the intricacies of the mantra because it's connected to a class, which is about a 4.5-hour class. And then there's a book that's also part of it, right? So you learn from the book and then you learn from the teachers. And I remember having severe pain at that time in class. And Master Choa said, is there anyone that has pain out of a room of about 200 people? I was one of the few people that raised my hand, which I thought was strange that everyone's here for healing. Everyone's here for feeling better. And there's only like a couple people raising their hand that have pain, physical pain. And as I stood up, he says, Christian, what's your pain? And I said, Master, I have pain in my, and before I could finish the sentence, he said, there's no pain. And I was like, but I was about to say, but Master, you don't understand. And before those words could come out of my mouth, the pain in my right shoulder was completely gone. And it was hit with a bolt of lightning that was filled with compassion, with mercy, and with healing energies. It was bizarre. I'd never experienced anything like that in my life. And even up to this point, I haven't experienced something like that many, many years later. And so I sat back down and just gave gratitude, because as with any kind of healing that you receive, any kind of blessing that you receive, any kind of insight that you receive from somebody else, you always want to give gratitude and appreciation, because it allows you to absorb and assimilate those energies, right? So you have a good conversation with a friend and you just look at them and you say, thank you, right? And you're thanking the agreement between your higher soul and their higher soul that they chose to be a conduit for something that would help move your life forward, right? So we always want to have gratitude for the people in our lives who have helped us, which is also connected to this mantra. So the mantra is quite fascinating because it's the mantra of compassion, it's the mantra of purification, and it's the mantra of great benefits. So compassion in the sense that when you chant verbally, in a whisper, or silently, depends on which bodies you want to affect, you're generating, um, you're alleviating the suffering of all the beings within your aura. So our aura is made up of light, and our chakras are made up of light. And within that light, there are beings. There are beings within the basic chakra, beings within our navel, within our sex, throughout all of our chakras, throughout all of our energy body, our subconscious mind, etc. So when we chant through the use of will, because you have to will yourself to chant, verbally chant, quietly chant, or chanting internally, you are consciously awakening compassion and mercy within your auric field. And you're alleviating the pain, sorrow, and suffering of all the beings connected to your auric field, to your chakras. And so it's a demonstration of compassion, because compassion is basically, one way of looking at it is taking on the suffering, a willingness to take on the suffering of another person, the willingness to take on the suffering of another person. So it's not about me, myself, and I. It's about how can I help this other person? And in the process of helping this other person, I also experience pain. It's a low level of sacrifice, sacrificial love. So when you're sitting and you're chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, you're alleviating suffering of beings, because we are all suffering because we all are not fully one with God, one with all, right? We suffer because of separation. So it's very important to practice that, to practice compassion. Number two, purification. Abba Namaste, Leaf. Purification is super important. And this mantra is one of the most powerful mantras I know for purification. What do I mean by purification? So in each of the chakras, there are tendencies in each of the chakras that are not so positive, that are programs, that are things that we have pulled from other lifetimes, things that we've generated in this lifetime. And by the regular chanting of Om Mani Padme Hum, you purify those negative tendencies out of the chakras. So for instance, the basic chakra, there's the tendency to be greedy, right? To accumulate wealth and material possession well past what is needed for your own personal gain, for your own personal safety, right? A nice house is good, but striving for 7 houses maybe is excessive, right? Maybe is excessive. Okay. So when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum, it purifies greed from the basic chakra. Now you could go to the sex chakra, right? Excessive sexual desire or lust, which all you think about all day long, instead of creative projects, instead of creating productive things for society, you're thinking about how can I have sex with this person and then this person and then this person and the person after that person, right? So by chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, it purifies sexual desire or sexual lust. Going much, much higher, you have the throat chakra, right? So the throat chakra is connected to negative pride. So when we learn things and we acquire knowledge, we have this perception that because we know more, we are more intelligent, we have more understanding, and we have more development than other people, which is not necessarily the case. So when we chant Om Mani Padme Hum, it purifies the negative pride. Now, it doesn't just purify, but it also magnifies the good qualities within each of the chakras. So all the chakras have positive qualities. So for the basic chakra, so we purify the greed, and then we activate dynamic activity, right? For self-survival in a positive way, okay? Instead of just sitting and being lazy all day, we're out and about making things happen. Instead of excessive sexual desire, we purify that, and then we build upon the creativity that feeds the throat. So we have lower creativity and higher creativity, and we have a healthy sexual attitude, which allows sexual energy to move fluidly throughout our bodies, right? Because as sex energy moves, it activates the heart for greater love, activates the throat for greater intelligence, and activates the crown for greater oneness with God, oneness with all. Purification of the throat, uh, you purify the negative pride, and then you magnify your ability to absorb knowledge. And it's also connected with honesty. So those are just some of the examples of the power of the mantra for compassion, right? The mantra of compassion, the mantra of purification, and then the mantra of great benefits. It's also known as the mantra of wish fulfillment, right? So for those of you who've ever gotten birthday blessings from me, that's the mantra that we use because it helps um, it brings in certain energies to fulfill that thing that you need, want, and desire. So Lord Buddha Kuan Yin of the Chinese tradition, but this is a spiritual elder that is called by different names in different schools and different religions over the millennia, is when you chant this mantra, this being is pouring blessings onto you. So if you see pictures or statues of this being, Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, you'll see her holding a vase. What is the vase? And you see her pouring the vase down. That's blessings that she's pouring down into you. So she is the teacher that hears the cries of the world. So when you're having a difficult time or you need something fulfilled, you're like, Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, please bless me. And you do that by chanting the mantra. So as you alleviate the pain, sorrow, and suffering of other sentient beings within your auric field, that includes your relatives, friends, family members, coworkers, people that are in your auric field, also the beings within your aura, that entitles you, right? It entitles you to receive blessings. So it's amazing on how it works. It's amazing on how it works. So she's the one who hears the cries of the world. So from one level of truth and understanding, when you pray, no matter your faith, no matter your religion, you're praying to her. You're saying, please help me get this new car. Please help me get this new job. Please help my friend or my family member in the hospital recover from this accident or terminal disease. When you pray, you're praying to this being because she hears the cries of the world. Why does she hear the cries of the world? Because her aura is the size of the planet. So there's something called auric awareness. So if you've ever gone to the grocery store and you're standing in line or you're looking at something on the shelf and you feel somebody looking at you, that's a function of auric awareness. There's a cord coming from that person hitting your aura, and you're aware that there's a change in vibration. And you go, change in vibration. What's happening? And I sense it from this part of me. And then you look and you see somebody staring at you in the cereal aisle, right? So that's a sense of auric awareness. Now, as our aura grows and as our awareness grows, and as the refinement of our bodies continue, we are able to be aware of more and more and more things at a more expansive level. So if you're a being that has a aura the size of the planet, you can sense what's happening on the planet. And so the stronger, this is the key, the stronger the desire of the person praying, the stronger the vibration, right? So I remember there was a time in my life, many times in my life, that I was having physical health problems, pains. I was having Kundalini syndrome, which basically means the Kundalini energy that was rising within my body was hitting a bunch of pockets of congestion and ancient seeds and negative karma. And so my life was becoming very, very difficult whether it was financially very difficult, physically very difficult, emotionally very difficult. And I remember healing wasn't doing pranic healing on myself wasn't so effective, and I couldn't understand why. So I'd reached out to a couple mentors of mine and I said, "What would you recommend? This is what's going on." And they immediately, both of them said independently of each other, practice Om Mani Padme Hum for 30 days. So I would chant that mantra every day for 30 days. And I think if I remember correctly, I stopped my practice entirely and just did Om Mani Padme Hum for 30 days for 30 minutes. So I would listen to a recording of Master Choa and I would chant alternately with Master Choa. So Master Choa would chant Om Mani Padme Hum, then there'd be a break, then I would chant, and then he would chant, then I would chant, he would chant, I would chant. And I didn't have any expectations, right? I just followed simple instructions and I wanted to see what the effect would be. And 3 weeks into doing that, everything changed. Finances changed entirely. My physical body changed. The overheating, the irritability, the depression, the all the not so pleasant things that I was experiencing went away. And by the third week, everything went away. But I said, I'm going to follow simple instructions and I'm going to do it the entire 30 days. And it was interesting because throughout that time period, and this was maybe a year and a half period, that things like that were coming up for me. Whenever I was having a difficult time, I would go out of my apartment and I go to a lake in Denver called Sloan's Lake. And I would walk the lake in a counterclockwise pattern. For those of you who know energy, counterclockwise is cleansing. About the last thing in the world I needed was more what? I needed less energizing. I needed more cleansing. So I would walk this beautiful lake in Denver in a counterclockwise fashion, and I would listen to the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum by Master Choa and just walk. So I was moving the physical body. I was in fresh prana, right? Air prana, solar prana, ground prana, and I would be around other people and I would chant. I would listen and I would also chant. So people were probably going, "What is this guy saying?" Right? And I would chant Om Mani Padme Hum, walking counterclockwise. And I would typically walk for about an hour, and I felt completely healed after that 1 hour of experience. And I did that intermittently throughout a year and a half that I was living at that place. And I remember one time when things had gotten really, I had gotten over the hump, right? I've been doing the practice of chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And then as I just wanted to go for a casual stroll while listening to the mantra. And I go, hey, let me do a little bit of chanting. So I was chanting for about 20 minutes. And then I came to a certain point at the lake, and I know exactly where it was. It's one of those like people know where they were at 9/11, September 11th in the United States in 2001. It was that kind of experience. I knew exactly where I was when it happened. And I remember chanting Om Mani Padme Hum. And then all of a sudden, there's this super, super, super deep stillness, and then a click, like literally a switch. Like certain switches in your house, you hit them and they make like you kind of got to put in like a firm, and then it just like clicks into place. So all of a sudden, something clicked within my ajna chakra, and then all of a sudden it became more and more still, more and more still, and more and more still. And then I was in my heart. So for the one of the first times in my entire life, the mental chatter, the thinking mind was completely silent. There were no thoughts, zero. I wasn't thinking anything, but I had transitioned from my ajna, my throat, and shifted 108 times. Um, that would be recommended. Yes. So the question is, how many times should we chant it? You can chant it for 30 minutes or you can chant it for 108 times. Um, if I'm not mistaken, doing it that 30 minutes is the 108, if I'm not mistaken, from the recording. So I shifted into my heart and I was able to finally experience no mind. and all I felt was this unbelievable bliss and stillness. And I was like, I thought in that moment, I go, I made it. I arrived. Like I'm no longer bound by my mental body and constantly thinking and analyzing and over analyzing and worrying, right? I was like, I made it. I made it. And I remember walking the rest of that, that hour long. So I was probably had another 40 minutes of my walk to make it back to my apartment because it's a big loop, the lake. And I remember like being so ecstatic. I was in awe of how much bliss and joy and sweetness I experienced from that. It's one of those experiences that you'll never forget. And obviously, that was several years ago, and my experience of Om Mani Padme Hum is much, much different and much higher. But that was a milestone of my understanding of how powerful that mantra is. So, what makes chanting a mantra powerful? It's your understanding of the mantra. This is super important that I don't think people give enough credence to. So, one of the masters of pranic healing, who's very intellectual, he says that when you study something like a symbol, just for instance, if you study the triangle, right? Just that, just studying a triangle, he goes, you need to know everything about that, everything, the history of the triangle, how the triangle is used. Are there triangles in the physical body? Are there triangles in the emotional body? What does the triangle mean in different traditions? Like literally anything and everything you can possibly think of, that symbol, know everything about it. Creating a triangle in your inner mind. What does that look like? Why are things in triangles? What's the literal meaning of a triangle? Are triangles used in the natural world and used in construction, right? What is it? What is a triangle? What is triangle in different languages? Like literally anything and everything you could possibly ever know about triangle. That's practicing jnana yoga. That's practicing understanding. So when you understand something, it deepens and broadens your experience of that. So if you want to master a mantra, you have to understand the mantra deeply from many levels of truth and many, many facets of truth, right? So Om Mani Padme Hum, as you understand it, it's not just you chanting Om Mani Padme Hum, but as you have awareness of, well, what am I chanting? What is it doing? Who am I chanting to? Who is that being? What are the qualities of that being that I'm chanting to? Why do the great ones have this as a sound to chant? So it's all of this understanding, right? And that helps you become masterful of the mantra. And that's a mantra, right? Think about how many areas of our life. That's why you can't become masterful of many things in one lifetime. Like the history, like what's the history of Om Mani Padme Hum? I bought a book from the Astara organization, a small book, but it was the entire mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. And if you just get one extra sentence that increases your understanding of that mantra, what does that one sentence do? That one sentence opens up a door that you can enter to higher understanding, which creates an entire new universe, right? And then the other aspect is reverence, which this is a big one that I think a lot of people miss. So I was brought up Catholic in Massachusetts, in the United States, and I was exposed to the Lord's Prayer at a very young age, but I know this firsthand, and I can say this with a high degree of certainty that most of the people who would say the Lord's Prayer had very little understanding of the Lord's Prayer and even less reverence for the Lord's Prayer. They would just say it, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. very little understanding and very little reverence. So as you practice reverence, you're connecting to the energies of the thing that you're chanting or speaking of or studying, which your beingness starts to vibrate at the level of that. That's merging or oneness, right? So when you are chanting a mantra, you can't let your mind waver, right? You can't let your mind waver. You have to be aware and be reverent and what are you being reverent of? In this particular case, the energies of compassion, of mercy, and wish fulfillment. And as you're experiencing it of radiating compassion and mercy to all the sentient beings, seen and unseen, as you're chanting it, right? As you're chanting it. And so you can experience that. You have reverence and humility, and that helps you become one with the energy. But if you're just like, yeah, whatever, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, the effect the effect is way less. That's one reason why people don't have deep experiences. Have you noticed that a lot of people get on the spiritual path when they're desperate, or a lot of people, when they pray wholeheartedly and with a level of reverence, their suffering tends to be alleviated and they don't quite understand why. That's a big part of it. God, please help me. I don't know what else to do. Reverence versus, yeah, what, all right, God, whatever. Cool. Could you help me out here? Like, yeah, help a brother out, right? There's no reverence. So the energy doesn't flow to you because your antakarana is not as activated. Keep in mind, we are the limiting factor of our connection to God. We are the limiting factor. So if you want to strengthen your connection to the divine, it's entirely on your shoulders. Nothing to do with the divine. The divine is the divine. The divine isn't changing. The divine is all permeating, right? We are the limiting factor. So how do you close that gap? Through reverence, through humility. Okay. And what is Om? Om Mani Padme Hum simply is Om raises your vibration, right? These are levels of truth, by the way. Om raises your vibration. Mane is the jewel in the center of the head. So if you take a straight line from ear to ear, and then you go from ajna to the back of the head or the occipital lobe, and you draw a straight line, the intersecting point between those two lines is where the pineal gland is and where the blue pearl is. So that is what allows you to access the higher soul. So Mane means jewel, and the jewel would be the blue pearl. Padme is the crown chakra. And then Hum, H-U-M, means so be it. So people that hear the mantra or are in the world of spirituality, they think you're saying Om Mani Padme Om, but it's Om Mani Padme Hum. And how you chant also determines the types of energies that you're connecting to. It was interesting. My mentor many, many years ago was actually had studied Buddhism and had studied Om Mani Padme Hum and was taught by Master Choa directly. And he ended up going to I think it was some kind of meditation retreat. It was non-pranic healing or Hatha yoga related. And he met a advanced Buddhist who had been practicing for about 20 years, like an actual Buddhist monk. And my mentor asked the Buddhist monk about the blue pearl because they were talking about Om Mani Padme Hum. He asked about the blue pearl, and the monk's eyes almost came out of his head. He says, "How do you know about that?" Because the school that this particular monk was part of taught these techniques decades later. Think about that. So we are super privileged, and I use that word consciously. We are privileged to be part of the School of Pranic Healing and Arhatic Yoga for those of us who are, because we are taught things that other schools take many, many, many years to know. So, and then this is the mantra that is chanted quite often by the people of Bhutan. Om Mani Padme Hum is radiates throughout the entire country of Bhutan. As it was once said, it is impregnated into the leaves. It is a super powerful mantra. So the takeaway is have understanding of the mantra, learn everything you can about this particular mantra, have reverence for when you chant it. I like to give the analogy of chanting the mantra is similar to how you would hold a baby, that kind of energy, right? When you chant or when you talk to a baby, right, you're not aggressive and forceful and sharp and distracted, right? When you're talking to a baby, you're fully present and you're in a super loving state. That's the kind of state you want to be in when you chant Om Mani Padme Hum. But if you're having financial difficulties, chant Om Mani Padme Hum. If you're having physical difficulties, Om Mani Padme Hum. Relationship difficulties, Om Mani Padme Hum. Psychological or psychic difficulties, Om Mani Padme Hum. It really is an all-encompassing mantra, and I say this not from only my experience, which is relatively extensive, but also from other disciples that I know who have practiced it regularly and seen the effects in their life. It is a very special mantra because a mantra opens doors. So different mantras open different doors for different purposes. So if you're seeking to have more compassion, mercy, and wish fulfillment in your life, I know of no better mantra. Could there be other mantras, other sounds by the great ones that have not been introduced to humanity? Possibly. That's a fair guess. But from what I know, from what I've experienced, and from those who teach me, it is a mantra that is extremely, extremely powerful and extremely advanced. Okay. So I hope that was a good lecture for you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you experienced something from it. We're going to do our pausing right now. So everyone at home, do 2 rounds of exercises or 2 rounds of exercises with 2 songs, and we'll catch you in a minute. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you got your exercise on. Can you clearly hear me? Yeah? Okay. I have the microphone a little bit further than usual. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's do our breathing. Sit comfortably. Again, we inhale through the nose for a count of 6. We hold for a count of 3. We exhale out the nose for a count of 6. Hold for a count of 3. Smooth, rhythmic, and quiet. Designed to calm the emotional body, still the mind, expand your energy, and allow you to hear the whisper of the higher soul. For the first breath, let's just exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Breathe normally. Be aware of the stillness. Be aware of the inner peace, inner bliss. Give yourself permission to go higher. Let go of the anchors. Gently place your awareness on your crown and mentally follow me with awareness and with reverence. I am the soul affirmation by Grandmaster Cho Koksui. I am the soul. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not the thoughts. I am not the mind. The mind is just a subtle instrument of the soul. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am one with my higher soul. I am that I am. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am connected to God. I am one with God. I am one with all. This is the truth, regardless of the brain's capacity to experience the truth. I am the soul. We are one. Okay, let's do our Twin Hearts meditation. With Om Mani Padme Hum, raise your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of you. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your hands. Be aware of the beautiful earth in front of you. For today's practice, I want you to follow me in the chanting of Om Mani Padme Hum. Simply be aware of the energies of God, the energies of the great ones, especially Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, the energies of Lord Mahaguru Jimeling and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, and of compassion and mercy. Chant with me. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of your hands. Be aware of the earth. Be aware of the connection to God, the great ones, Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, Lord Mahaguru Jimeling, Grandmaster Cho Koksui, and the energies of compassion and mercy. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Be aware of the heart. Be aware of the crown simultaneously. Be aware of the hands in the earth. Be aware of God, the Supreme God. Be aware of the great ones, especially Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, Lord Mahaguru Jameling to Grandmaster Cho Kuksui, and the energies of compassion and mercy. Be aware of these energies. Chant with me. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Gently lower your hands into your lap, palms facing up. Be aware of a beautiful golden flame in the center of your head. A beautiful golden flame. Be aware of only the golden flame. Smile. Continue to soften your energy. Continue to release any heaviness, any vices throughout any part of your body, your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body. Just let go. Allow yourself to be purified. Be aware of the beautiful golden flame in the center of your head. Simply listen. Om Mani Padme Om. You are one with the infinite ocean of compassion and mercy now. Slowly and gently come back to your body. Move your hands, your fingers, your feet, and your toes. Slowly come back to your body now. Slowly come back. Especially move your feet and your toes. Let's release the excess energies. Raise your hands in blessing. Be aware of the heart, the crown, the hands, and the earth. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let the entire earth, every person, every being be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with divine help, guidance, and protection, with compassion and mercy without exception. Blessings be to all, so be it. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let Pranic healing, Arhatic yoga, the twin hearts of meditation, and higher teachings spread properly, rapidly, enthusiastically throughout the entire planet to alleviate the suffering of mankind. Blessings be to all, so be it. So be it, so be it. Let's bless this week for each and every one of us. Imagine each day in front of you. The blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let this coming Monday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. With emotional calmness and stability, let Monday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Tuesday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. With physical strength and vitality, let Tuesday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Wednesday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. With effective and proper communication among all people, let Wednesday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Thursday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. With prosperity, abundance, and success, let Thursday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Friday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. With happiness and joy of a successful week, let Friday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Saturday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. Let us properly and rapidly learn our spiritual and material lessons. Let Saturday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Sunday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, and happiness and joy of a successful following week. Let this entire upcoming week be flooded and filled with divine light, divine love, divine power, with compassion and mercy. Let all of our environments be flooded and filled with golden energies. Now, 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 so be it. See yourself smiling, happy, joyful, grateful for each and every single day for this upcoming week. So be it. See your friends and family members in front of you. Bless them, shower them with so much love, so much joy, so much compassion, so much mercy. For any of them that are going through difficult times, shower them with mercy. Lots and lots and lots of mercy. So be it. So be it. So it is. And then see yourself in front of you. 1 foot, half a meter tall. See yourself happy, glowing, radiant, beautiful. And shower yourself with so much compassion and mercy, happiness and joy, deep, deep fulfillment, deep, deep contentment. Santosha, so be it. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stabilize. Place your hands down towards the ground. Be aware of the base of your spine or your tailbone. Be aware of the soles of your feet. And be aware of these 3 roots going into the earth, grounding you, anchoring you, connecting you to the planet. 10 feet deep or 3 meters in all directions. Mentally affirm, I am rooted, I am connected. I am grounded to Mother Earth now. So be it. So be it. So it is. Thank you. Let Mother Earth be blessed with good air, good water, good earth, and good people. So be it. 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 Place your hands on your heart. Be aware of your heart and your crown together. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Cho Koksui, to Lord Mahaguru Jmeling, especially to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, the Buddha of compassion, mercy, and wish fulfillment, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, to the angels of compassion and mercy, the angels of sweetness, tenderness, and joy, to our divine selves or higher souls, we thank you all for your great, great blessings, for your soothing, healing energies, for your purifying energies of helping us become better souls, better people, and better instruments of goodwill. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. With gratitude, respect, and love, so be it. Thank you. And slowly come back. Not sure if you guys can see me or not. It's a black screen on my end, but I can see you and you can hear me, so that's a plus. We had some technical difficulties today, I suppose, but we still did our work. How was your experience? What's your feedback?
Okay, I'm unmuting.
Go ahead.
All right. Christian, I was in Bhutan. It was beautiful.
Oh,
It was beautiful.
I love it. Did you say hi to all the beings? Oh, we're frozen. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure what's going on with the technical difficulties today. It is what it is. Um, so I heard, Indiana, before we got cut off, that you were in Bhutan and then like Christian and I was talking for 5 minutes. I'm not going to repeat it. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Does anyone else want to share? There we go. Adrian says, beautiful energy during chanting. I loved it. I think I have to chant another 30 minutes, though. I had a heavy week, need to transmute more. Okay. Got it. Yes, it's a great, great mantra for transmutation. So that heavy, sticky, sharp energy, chanting the mantra will raise that and help that for sure. Good, 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 good. Leaf, anything you want to add or subtract?
It was so gentle and beautiful. I mean, it was so nice and relaxing, calming. And by the way, today is our also 26th of chanting to Om Mani Padme Om. Maybe you remember, me and my friends, we start doing that just only for 9 days. And after you recommend us to, keep going. And today is 26th day. And I definitely see the difference.
Isn't it
It
amazing?
is, this is insane. I mean, I love it, love it, love it.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's bizarre. You would think to yourself, I'm just saying words, but you could experiment with chanting profanity for 30 minutes for 30 days and see what you notice and go, I don't feel so good. I feel a little off and agitated and the people around me are agitated. But again, you have to experiment. This is practicing discernment on the spiritual path because you might go, hey, I could just chant anything, mayonnaise, for 30 minutes for 30 days. Mayonnaise, 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 right? I could do it with reverence and understanding. Would that be the same? Well, experiment, right? Indiana is all about doing it. Okay. Transmitting energy all week. I need to practice this. Yes. This mantra is a lifesaver. And I don't say that lightly. It's very, very powerful. So hopefully we got most everything recorded properly. The meditation got mostly recorded. So I had to keep looking. I wasn't able to go fully deep because I was looking and going, did we just lose it? Did we just lose it? Did we, so I had to pay attention to that. But I'm glad you guys had a beautiful experience. I hope you have a better understanding and appreciation and respect for Om Mani Padme Hum. It is very deep. We have not covered everything in it, but I'm not authorized to cover more in it. So we cover what we can cover for the semi-private group that we are all part of. Okay. So what I have to go because I wasn't expecting these technical difficulties. So I'm going to end the recording now. I encourage you guys to do your exercises. Yes. Can you do that? Do your Tibetans as well. So always do Tibetans after deep meditations and deep healings, so you can assimilate the fresh energies faster and squish out or purge out the heavy, as Adriana is talking about, the heavier energies, which will be very, very useful. And you can also, if you like to mix it up, you can alternate it with mental physics. So one Sunday you could do Tibetans, the following Sunday you could do mental physics. In general, it's recommended to alternate them every other day. So you do Tibetans one day, then mental physics, then Tibetans, then mental physics, then Tibetans, then mental physics. Some people like to go ham and do both in one day. It's a lot. It depends on what your profession is, how much energy you need, how congested you get, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope that helps. So lots of love to each and every one of you guys. I will post this later on for the group on Thinkific, as well as on the Facebook group. And any questions about it, please let me know. And we will have a very interesting topic for you next week. I will talk to you soon.